Hello, everybody. Today, I wanted to talk about how to have a less stress and anxiety, and how to stay calm and happy. So let's start with the stress. What you call stress is the outcome of our interaction with the demands of the environment and us. What does it mean? Means you are when we call it stress is the things causing us stress is we call it stressor, and how we respond to it we call it stress response. And this interaction between us and between the environment is called stress. Stress is part of the life, and everything that we feel like is more demanding than we feel, it causes us stress. Stress could be acute or chronic stress. What acute stress is? Acute stress, like having a test, moving somewhere. This is acute stress. After that event went away, the body will come back to normal. The stress can be psychological or physical. What does it mean? You have a trauma or something happened in your life. Chronic stress is the things it takes long, weeks and months going on, like a problem in life, strange marriage. So these are causing chronic stress. So the response when the stress comes, let's say you say you wanted to go home, and suddenly there is a traffic, and so that traffic is a stressor, and the event between you and that traffic is a stress. Now, how you respond to it, they call it stress response, or they call it fight and flight response. It has a psychological part and physiological part and physical part. It means you become upset, you become worried, and at the same time your blood pressure goes up, your heart rate goes up, because it is a part affect we call it sympathetic system, and the heart rate and blood pressure goes up. Our control in a stress is the how we respond to stress. So when the stress comes, what will happen in a body? When it happens is the sensory information goes to the brain, and the brain produce, we call it cortisol, and also it goes to the adrenal gland, and it produce cortisol and also adrenaline. These are the two hormones will produce in the body, and then they have an effect over heart rate, over the blood pressure. Usually the system that we call activated, we call it autonomic system, is sympathetic system. Blood pressure and heart rate goes up. This is automatic. This is that happen to everybody. That's a fight and flight response. So the both acute and chronic response stress will affect the body, but mainly more is a chronic response, chronic stress. So sometimes some of the stress are acute, but because of our memory and because of the things happening to us, it become chronic. Like if somebody has a divorce. So even if the divorce is gone, or somebody lost loved one, but because of that memory, it will continue. Or when there is a resentment, the stress is gone, but the chronic stress continued. So what the stress affect the body? Especially chronic stress affect the whole body. It affect the brain. Usually affect the memory. The people they have a chronic stress, they usually have a problem with the memory. The part of the brain that we call it hippocampus is shrink, and one of the part of the brain that it is amygdala, it will grow. It affect the hormones in the body. It affect the heart. The people with the chronic stress, they have increased chronic fatigue syndrome, they have a chronic pain, heart disease, cancer, this is increased. So we need to be sure we have less stress and less anxiety. So it is not just the feeling of it, because it will affect our physical health. So I go over few chronic stress. One of the chronic stress that people they go through is PTSD. So PTSD, it's a memory of an event happened a long time ago, and a person has a difficulty to overcome that one, to over that stress that happened to them. And every time there is somehow remember it, it will cause them problem. Like the veterans that they have been in a war, or somebody because of the trauma or because another issue, they have this PTSD, and then they become a chronic stress and chronic emotion that a lot of people they are suffering. I have a program, coaching program, that I'm working with one by one with the people to see how we can overcome and release from PTSD once forever. PTSD changed the brain. So if you get the MRI from the people with PTSD, there are several changes. One, the size of the amygdala increase. Amygdala in the brain is almond-shaped structure in the middle of the brain. We have two of them, and then they are emotional center. So what will happen, the size of them increase. So the person become irritable, they have a stress sooner, have a react to the things faster. The other part of the brain, that is hippocampus, that there is a center for a long-term memory, that center shrink. So the people, they don't have a good memory, they're rational drugs, and the family, they will see them, their children, their spouse, they see that person change. It happened a lot of in a veteran that coming from the war, it's happening in their family and their life. The other part is happening is the left prefrontal cortex, that it is a rational part, has a decreased activity, and also in decreased joy and more stress, and increased activity in the right prefrontal cortex, and they become more emotion, more react to the things. That's causing them problem. What we could do for this patient, I put this one's here, cognitive behavioral therapy. It means you need to work with the thoughts, behavior, and feeling, and over the time they change. Basically, the mind, the function of brain has to change, and the structure of the brain will change, and they recover. Okay, well, what is anxiety and anxiety disorder? Anxiety, it's happened to everybody. When a person has a stress, like you have a test, the children, they need to go to school, they are worried about the school. It's a new school. You need to give a speech. It is anxiety, and it's normal, and it's short time, and it will pass. But anxiety disorder is a panic attack, and these symptoms become long term. Person has anxiety, worriness, fear that affect the daily life. I have seen people that when they're children, by the time they go to the school and come back, all the time worried about something happening to them. And after sometimes, unfortunately, it become behavior, it become a habit. What are the symptoms of the anxiety? Anxiety has many symptoms and affect many parts of the body. As you see, it's on the sea. It affect physical. What a physical affect? Heart pounding, is flushing, shortness of the breath, dizziness, and then also psychological. They have, you see the list there. They have excessive memory, irritability, impatient, they are fatigued, their memory problem, their behavior, they have a obsessive compulsive behavior, they are phobic behavior, avoidance behavior. They have a problem, distance and social problem. So this is the table from the Mental Health Association, and basically anxiety disorder is a mental health problem, and it's make the people that they could have a calm and happy life. They all the time impatient and stressed and anxious and worried and fearful. The time they could have fun, and even there is nothing going on, they say, well, I have a butterfly in my stomach, something's happening. Because it's habit, the brain it become habitual. So we talk about the stress response. Stress response is this: when something stress happened to you, we say traffic or something else happened, the way you respond to it, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, you become angry, you become fearful. We call it fight or flight response. You mean you fight or run away. That's a stress response. Now, Dr. Benson, when studying people under meditation, notice when they have a meditation, their blood pressure and heart rate is dropped. Basically, the relaxation response is opposite to stress response. Stress response, the heart rate, the blood pressure goes up, the mind become agitated. In relaxation response, mind become calm, and the blood pressure comes down, and the person become relaxed. So our control in stress in is two areas. One is how we respond with the stress, that I'm going to discuss a little more, and do the things that we can do cause relaxation response or elicit relaxation response. So what could we do activate the relaxation response? You see the list here: meditation, mindfulness, visit nature, physical activities such as walking, deep breathing, relaxation techniques such as yoga, stretching, listen to your favorite music and calm, visit or call people that enjoy connecting with, visit spiritually places, go to a place to calm you down. The reason I read it for you first, all of them, they have to do with the mind. You see, when I discovered this recently, or it took me a long time to discover, because I'm a neurosurgeon and study neuroscience, and everything is come from a science and a brain. But when I find out that there is two worlds, there is physical world and there is a mental world, or there is a mind, there is a thinking. All these activities is your work on the mind, your work on a thought. You have to go inside. Mental world is a different from physical world. You see, our life is a sensory world. All brain is response to the sensory. I'm talking to you, later on you become hungry, somebody else is talking. This is a sensory level. But if you wanted to go to the inner world, your inner man, inner woman, you have to go to inside. That's most of this one. You go like a meditation, you go somewhere alone, you close your eyes, and then because you wanted to shut off the outside world, you shut it down because you don't want stress, and you go inside and you start meditating. When you meditate, you don't think about anything. There are different techniques that you can learn, but I don't want to teach meditation here. But one of the things that elicit relaxation response, it means your mind become calmer, body become calmer, your heart rate drops, your blood pressure drops, you feel better. The healing process takes place in a relaxation state. Remember, mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being present at a moment and be aware of yourself and your surrounding without being overwhelmed, overreacting. You see, most of the people, they are in the future or they are in the past. They are worried in the future or they are regret from the past. That's not mindfulness, that's forgetfulness. So we want it to be present in the moment. Present in the moment, it means you are here. You're just dealing with that. And then you are surrounding to you're calm. You feel like you are under control. That's the mindfulness is. Visit nature, go to nature. Go under the tree, go to the park, go to the ocean, whatever you could do. Nature is peaceful. It's slow. It doesn't have a speed, so it brings you calm. And then when you go to nature, please do not argue with yourself or others about what a problem is. Your goal is to calm down. You go there and you relax. You don't take your cell phone with you. You just be there. You watch the wave. You feel the air on your face. You feel the wind on your face. You hear, you see the things. You need to be present in the moment, because your flow of thoughts needs to change. You see, mind is a flow of the thoughts, and it is because of the electrical activity between the nerve cells. But when we are thinking about something, we are involved in something, the brain doesn't let that goes. So for the letting go, you need to go completely different environment and don't take the stuff with you. And in the other physical activity, mindful walking, the same things. When you go for a walk and you wanted to calm down, do not talk on a cell phone with your whoever you are fighting with, or argue with yourself. Instead say, I am calm. I want to be peaceful. I choose peace. You decide. You see, you decide at nature you want to be calm. You say it in a mental word. You do at those, you see, your inner man, your inner woman, your mental word, your I, your inside does not have any reason to be calm. You just decide, I want it to be calm. Maybe everything is going bad outside. But you go inside, you say, I am calm. I choose to be calm. And you choose your calm. That's it. Deep breathing. What the deep breathing does, you fall, especially those. If you're watching, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it like a count to 4, deep breathing, and count to 4. Inhale, count to 4, and exhale, count to 4. You wanted to do it and focus on your breathing, because when you focus on your breathing, you think about your breathing, so you have to disrupt those other minds. When you are at home and arguing with your spouse or your children or these things, everything, you, as soon as you become angry, the best things you could do, leave it, go to nature, have a deep breathing, go for a walk. The other relaxation techniques are like a yoga, stretching. They elicit relaxation response. It means to calm the body, calm the mind. Listen to music, good music. Watch the movie that you don't make you agitated, don't make you stressed. Watch the old good movies. Sometimes call old people, the people you love, the people they make you calm, the people you want your come out of that stress. If you go to mosque, church, synagogue, whatever the places is that you calm you down, you need to go. You see, we need to stop the acute stress, because at some moment it may cause problem. When we make a decision and do the things, we regret the rest of our life. So especially in difficult time, go. And then when you did these things, then you can solve your problem, whatever we need to do. But you need to calm your mind. You see, this is the functional MRI of the brain. This is, we call it coronal view. You're looking through the brain. It's cut through the brain. The gray one is the brain. This is the top. This is the bottom. This is right. This is left. These are is showing the activity in the brain. Activity in the brain, when we are mindful, it will go through the brain. Is basically whole mind become active. Because when we are stressed, we have a narrow focus. What we are stressed about it is like a become the word. Let's say you are arguing with your spouse or something happening, or your child, or whatever is happening in the life. But the stress causing us to become narrow focus. It means that's we're looking at narrow window. What will happen is we become so focused that's become whole world. Instead of saying, well, a lot that I have this problem, but a lot of other good things good things happening around me, but we forget about those things. But that's the mindfulness and meditation does. What is peaceful mind? Peaceful mind is a mind that stay at peace regardless of condition and stay free of the effect of stress. What does it mean? It means your peace of mind should not be dependent on outside, dependent on others, dependent on your children, dependent on husband, wife, anything else. It coming from inside you. There is a story one time a king told that its minister go collect all the painter in the country and ask them to paint a peaceful scenery. They went around, they got the best, and they brought all the painting to him. There was a painting from nice scenery, different peaceful things. And there was also a painting that it showed as a cloudy skies, it's raining, and there is a bird on the side of the mountain is staying calm over her children or her eggs. It said, I choose this one. The reason is because all the things was happening, that bird was calm. And that's we need to do. It means your peace needs to come from inner world, your mind. You see, you go inside you decide there. That when you are in your mind and your thought world, what you will do, you decide. When you are in a physical world, you react instead of response. But you have to be, you see, the calm mind has a higher vibration. The stressful mind and anxious mind has a lower vibration. The higher vibration, calm mind, respond everything to calmly. They are saying the great people, the lords like a Jesus or Buddha or other people, when they would come to a village, the whole village felt different. Or they say when a peaceful person come to a place, doesn't need to say any word. His vibration, his or her vibration affect others and they become calm. So my point is here is you need to say I am calm. You don't need any reason. Whatever is around you is happening. You say I am calm. I am peaceful. I choose peace rather than this. This is coming from Wayne Dyer, that I loved him. I choose peace. I want to be happy than be right. I choose peace rather than this. Peaceful thoughts. This is from the great philosopher William James. This is one of my favorite philosophers and psychologists. He's the father of the psychology in the United States. The greatest weapons against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. It means when you are stressful, your thoughts causing you become stressful. The other person, the other people, the environment, country, whoever, what they do, but eventually it comes your thought. You can change your thoughts and then become peaceful. You see, the very important things for being peaceful and calm is for forgiveness. This is from Dalai Lama. When we feel love and kindness toward others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it helps us also to develop inner happiness and peace. You see, you do not want let the past define your future. You do not want your history become your destiny. You wanted to forgive for yourself, not for others. Forgive, 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 forgive. That's very important. You have done, forgive yourself and others. When you wake up in the morning, it's a new beginning, as Buddha says. Every day is a new beginning. You start a new day. It has to be fresh. It doesn't matter the day before, what happened, what you did, what the other did. You say, I am this today. I am calm. I am peaceful. You let go of the past. Whatever mistake you did, if you regret past, if you blame yourself or others, it brings that, you infect your day. Like you bring the old things, let's say a new house is a new home, and you have old furniture that you don't like them, and then bring them to this new house. Resentment. You cannot be peaceful and if you're resentful or you're judgmental toward others. I'm sorry to say that there is no way. You have to forgive. You have to don't judge. And scientifically, when you judge others, when you blame others, you say bad things about others, your subconscious mind is impersonal. Your subconscious mind is thinking it's you. And you want those. And then you start doing, is present these things in you. If you want love, you attract love to yourself. You have to be loving. You have to give love. Inside you needs to be love before you can get love. It's not a way. There is not other way around. You have to give to be able to get. And for giving, you need to be that. You attract to yourself what you are, not what you want. What you are means, then what happened in the past, you can say right now, I'm calm. If you are calm, I am happy, I am loved. So resentment and forgiveness needs to go. So now we thought how you can calm your mind. Now there are some of the things in our life causing stress. So after you take care of your mind, then you need to come to sit down and solve those stressful situations. Get rid of those stressors. What does it mean? Is, let's say you are having problem with your spouse at home, at a relationship. So after you calm down, you need to sit down and say, okay, what will happen? Are we not communicating properly? What we need to do? Or financial problem. Okay, so we have a financial problem. So then you need to say, okay, do I have to work hard? Do I need to change job? Do I need to save money? What could I do? So those are, our happiness come from our thoughts and actions. So we need to, if you go fix the mind, you see, the game of life is happening in the playground of mind. If you fix here, your whole life will fix. This is Carl Jung. Because nerve that fires together wires together. The ability to skillfully direct one's attention is a fundamental way to shape one's brain and life over time. What does it mean? You see, you need to take your attention and put your attention to the positive things, to the good things. That's the way you can change your brain. You see, the anxious person brain, especially if they have been in the long term, it has some changes that needs to change. And the way they can change it, they can change it with their mind. That's he is saying. That's Carl Jung. Carl Jung is one of the psychologists. He was with Freud, and then he went with his own. So this is very important that over the time you need to change. You see, some of the things it takes time, and you need to work on it over the time, and you say, and then it goes to your mind and your subconscious mind. Everything initially you wanted is your conscious mind, right? My thoughts are my conscious mind when I'm talking to you right now. But what is my memory, my habits, all those things, they are subconscious mind. And then that's, if you wanted to change that one, that takes some time. This is again William James. Every good that is worth processing must be paid for in strokes of daily effort. Means when you decided to become whatever you wanted to become, in your mind act that way. You imagine you are happy. You imagine your wish fulfilled. You imagine you are the person you wanted to be. Let's say I wanted to be a calm person. So I imagine, close my eyes and say, first of all, I am happy with whoever I wanted to be happy. With my wife, with my children, they are good. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with the world. And then when I change, and I am going to behave calmly. I'm going to be, and then you change, you start changing. First, you don't want to judge others. You want it to feel good towards others. You need to be kind towards others. So you need to, when you go outside, you want it to be kind. So you be kind, and then gradually your kindness increase. Self-suggestion. If you repeat something to yourself over and over, it become you. I am calm. You see, you never wanted to say anything negative about yourself. You don't want to say, I am not calm, I'm an angry person, it doesn't matter what other people they said or it was in the past. You decide now, I want to be this. I am calm. And practice the way you want it to be. If you practice it over time, it becomes you. You see, the things I learned and I want to teach people, one person needs to say, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You need to say, you need to accept 100% responsibility, and you need to say, I can do it. You can say, your consciousness can do it. So that's, you have to be confident, brave. I can do it. You don't need to believe it for anybody else. So that's one. The second thing, when you wanted to do it, or as I earlier before, the art of life is from inside. You be conscious of your wish fulfilled. Now, you see, the reason you say, I am calm, not I will be calm. You say, I am calm, and you start feeling that feeling, how that feelings means. If you can 100% feel those feelings, you become calm right now. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. And then when you wanted to send it to your subconscious mind, continue, repeat it to yourself, I'm calm. And especially when you go to sleep, be sure you are calm, because these are go to your subconscious mind during the night. And when you wake up in the morning, start with the calm things. Go for a walk, have a tea, pray, meditate. Don't start working on a social media. It is important for younger people and older people that do not spend so much time on social media. It's not natural for the brain. I tell my children every an hour or two they have to leave their computer, their laptop, their iPod, their cell phone, and go walk around for a few minutes and come back. You need to do it too. You have to put a time for it. All those information that I told you, I would suggest check my website, mindinmedicine.com. You see, my goal is this: mind over medicine. You can heal yourself with your mind. Even you go to the doctors, even you go get medication, even you have the surgery, but what you think, when you think positive, when you think happy, when you are calm, you heal faster. You see, the healing take place in a relaxation. You need to be relaxed, calm. Check my website. Read the blogs, go to the product page. I have some products. I have a coaching program that I talk to people on Zoom or Skype, and I teach them over 6 weeks, and I guarantee them they will better. If not, they return their money. I have a whole day course, not this Saturday, next Saturday, August 1st. I have online course. My books, Mind Medicine and workbook, all of them 25% off. If you want the book or they are at home, I have it in my office. So send it as soon as you send. We send it to you. We mail it to you. It's on sale. And also until my phone number is on my cell phone. If you wanted to have a question and talk to me for half an hour free, you can call me anytime. It doesn't matter. You can call me, and then if you decided you can proceed with that. If not, then you just go whatever you need to do. So, but what I am trying to say is, my mission is to help people. My mission is to enjoy life with my family and help other people to enjoy their life with their family. The life does not need to be struggle. The life could be joyful. And that's the secret, is this the secrets of mystics and prophets, and is the mind. You need to start from here. A lot of people, they go fix outside, fix other people. Those are temporary. It never works. That's a lot of problems that are in the world. That's a lot of stressed people, depressed people, suicide, and all these things going on. So, but it needs to change. That's my secret. I found out. I try. That I will help people. You see, I will change their mind. I help them. They change my mind. Of course, they have to change it themselves. They need to want it themselves. I help the people to recover from addiction, losing weight, bad habits. I will show them really how to do it. PTSD, anxiety. So if you look like that, to let me know. I look at the other screen to see if there is any questions. I hope enjoying it, and have a good evening.